I have 4 different theories of why this opposition is hit so hard. The first one fits with Russell Brand. Russell Brand did this wonderful 12-minute segment on the Sound of Freedom. He just says, this is a new model hitting an oligopoly.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't use the term oligopoly, but he said all these different businesses that have an aligned interest. He described an oligopoly.
Yeah.
Right. So he says this is a new model hitting them. They don't like it. They're not in control of it. This studio's completely gone. They didn't ask permission. Angel Studios just came in out of the left field, and they're shocked. And now they're fighting back with anything they can grab onto. And so all these theories are their ways to try to throw friction into the gears.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. The second theory would be that partisan politics is taking precedent over. So as soon as the partisan dog whistles have started, that the partisan politics are taking precedent over the kids.
Yeah.
The message is about these kids. It's about getting the word out and awareness that there's millions of kids being trafficked. This is not a political thing at all. But because they hear the dog whistles from their favorite press outlets, they immediately just say, I'm on this side. And they don't really, there's a cognitive dissonance where they're not connecting the importance of the one subject versus the partisan politics of the other. And they're just throwing out the importance and going after partisanism. Third one gets a little more sketchy, which would be this is actually a $150 billion a year industry worldwide, and it's bigger than Hollywood, and that there are interests that probably do create talking points, and they have their interests, and so there could be inadvertent journalism taking talking points from cartels, child trafficking cartels,
mm-hmm.
and disseminating them because of the partisan or because of the business things, right? So they're inadvertent pawns.
Yeah.
And then the third one is, which is the one that is the most, seems like the internet believes, is that they're just all in on it.
Well, I can go all the way up to 3 because there's this great theory in economics called bootleggers and Baptists.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a public choice theory about the collusion between people that wanted to prohibit alcohol, the Baptists, and the bootleggers who wanted the monopoly
mm-hmm.
black market in illegal alcohol sales, and it's a
they're
classic,
actually working together.
Yeah, so they're working together,
Yeah.
and maybe some people are innocently and naively doing it for the right reasons, but they're getting played by the people that just want to control the market. So I very much buy that, and I also I would go back again to my conversation with Jordan last year about this, because I'm going to ask you what you think, because I just rewatched this. I don't have a great memory, but I rewatched it because I asked him, is Hollywood worried about you guys? And he said, well, they know who we are, but I don't think so. I don't think we're really on their radar screen yet. And
we are now.
I suggested that maybe that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this great quote from Gandhi that apparently Gandhi didn't actually say, first they ignore you.
But we can say he said it.
Yeah. The internet says he said it, so it must be true. First they ignore you, then I'm going to screw this up. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they attack you, and then you win.
Yeah.
And you guys are kind of in the attack phase in this
Yes.
transition. But I think about it, I think the economics of it is very.
That's the one I believe the most. I think
that makes the most sense.
Russell Brand's on point, and then I think from there it's a cascade down through the other ones probably.
Yeah.
That there are some elements of those, but I would say that Russell Brand's got the bulk of the motivation here. The second one's partisanism, and then inadvertent, and then there's probably some people who are just straight up evil people.
Yeah, there's surely evil
mm-hmm.
people that are anxious about this.